In this video, I'm going to give you an example of a Cainite or Kenite chapter in the Torah, and I'm going to do it as quickly as possible. So when I say Cainite, we're talking about those who are from the line of Cain, or at least the soul root, or like people like Jethro, the Cainite, and Yael and Heber, who are from the line of Jethro. And the first thing you have to know is that the Nephilim mentioned here at the end of Numbers 13, so Numbers 13:33, the Nephilim mentioned here are the Cainites, and this is well known. I mean, you just have to open your Stone Edition, Art Scroll Stone Edition, and it tells you right there in the commentary. And if that's not good enough, I mean, the gematria tells us this as well. So the Cainites here has the value 215, which is the same value as the Nephilim. So when you go back to the very first verses of this chapter, Numbers 13, you'll see that this portion of the Torah has this name, which is Shin Lamed Chet, which is very interesting, and we'll get into that a little bit. But here's the first thing that just seems to fly by everybody. The name Yitro is kind of hinted at. In fact, it's here. If you strip away all the vowels, here is the name Yitro in the second verse of this chapter, this Cainite chapter. So it's already loaded or beginning to fill up with hints. And then when you take a look at the title of this portion, it's Shalach, which is interesting because Shalach is a name that comes up in a Cainite list of reincarnations. So Shalach would be from this line of Cain. Well, here though it's Shalach ben Judah, and then we have Jethro on the bottom here, and the next portion of the Torah is called korach, he's also on this list. Many people forget that there's the Shalach in Genesis 38, son of Judah, and then korach is mentioned in Genesis 36, which is an Edomite genealogy, a Cainite genealogy, and we know that because right above korach is Ruel, who is the father of Jethro, or Jethro himself. Then you go down to 13:21. They went up and scouted the land from the wilderness of Zin to Rehob at Lebo Hamath. This is very interesting because again we have Jethro's name here. And then we have Hamath, which reminds me of when the Cainites and Hamath show up in the same verse. These are the Cainites who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab. So you can see the similarities. This is 1 Chronicles 2:55. And what's interesting about this is Yabetz is mentioned here. He's a Kenizzite. And in fact, Yabetz has the same value as the Kenizzite from Genesis 15:19. So here we have the Cainite, then we have the Kenizzite, and what's interesting about that is Caleb himself, Caleb from the story of the Spies, from this Torah portion, is a Kenizzite. So you can see how this is all beginning to tie together. And again, I said it's from Genesis 15:19, the covenant made with Avram, where we have the Cainites, the Kenizzites, and the kadmonites. So here we see the Cainites and Kenizzites are linked again. What's so interesting about this is that Jethro is also hiding in this verse. So we know he is the Cainite, and he has links to the Kenizzites. But check this out. Yitro has the value 616, and you can find 616 right here. So the Cainite, the kenizzite, and the kadmonite. Very interesting. Just a coincidence to find him there. Another coincidence in the exact same verse, though, we said that you can find the name Yitro here, Jethro. You can also find the name Yael, as in Yael, the wife of Heber, the Cainite. Heber being either Jethro or one of his sons. So very interesting. You have the name Yael, who is the wife of Heber, the Cainite, and you find her name here. Then you go down one more verse. Here's her name again. They went up and came to Hebron. That's what it's all about. Hebron, Heber, Yael, Jethro. And by the way, Heber is the name that Moses and Jethro share.